I mean, it'd be a pretty cool ride. Are there any other rides we can be talking about on this episode?
Well, pretending that whole last segment didn't happen. Speaking of suborbital flights.
Oh.
Geez, why didn't we?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
So Virgin Galactic revealed their cabin design for the Spaceship Two. Is it Spaceship Two?
Yep.
Yeah. So they did this yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, Wednesday.
It was a 30-minute presentation. You're looking at it right now. They talked a lot about the seats. Of course, they had a guy with a British accent talking about the design, like Apple.
With glasses.
I mean, it almost like if you're talking about design and you don't have a British accent, I can't even trust you.
Are those aluminium?
They are aluminum.
It's going to be in the
they do a lot of maths to figure it out. But no, apparently the seats are conformed to fit the person that's going to be sitting in it. They adjust. They go back and forth according to where you are in the flight path to make sure that you're getting the most support for the G's that you're receiving and whatnot. They all have these windows. Each of the windows have a camera on it, so you can take selfies without having to hold a camera or anything. Yeah. The windows have these like grips around the sides because when you're in the 0G for the whatever 10 minutes or so that you're in 0G, the back of the seats you can see right there, they've got little screens on it so you can kind of see where you are in the flight path and everything. They've got a giant mirror in the back so that you can kind of see yourself floating around. Maybe you'll see it here in a minute. There's like that 5-point harness.
Nice.
Lots of windows. Cool. Oh, there's that mirror. You see that mirror back there? Mm-hmm. That's a big mirror. Huh. So you can see yourself kind of floating around and stuff. And they were saying that they've got like different lighting setups so that it's lit a certain way when you're boarding. They have like calming lights so that it'll, put you at ease as you're going up. And then once you get into space, they turn all the lights off. So you're just lit by the earth.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the windows and stuff. I mean, it looks pretty dope.
Is this one that they drop from a plane and flies, or is that because there's Virgin Galactic and Virgin Orbit or something, right?
And both of them drop from planes.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, but this is the one that has that weird dual fuselage plane where it's like, it has like basically two bodies, and then the rocket drops from underneath it. And Virgin Orbit's the one that's literally a 747 with a missile on the side of it, pretty much. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and they got spacesuits.
Like
for
Richard
everybody
Branson.
to wear there.
Joe, I want to know your thoughts, Joe, because you've been following this stuff for a while. What did you think? There we go. That's the.
Yes. Oh, and that's Spaceport America. So they actually have like a giant spaceport they built out in what, Utah?
I think it's in Utah. New Mexico.
It was in. You're right. Yeah, sorry, New Mexico. One of them western states.
Joe, tell me your thoughts though. Like, what you watched this? What do you think? Like, what do you think? Like watching this? I don't know. Just tell me your thoughts on seeing the interior and just the presentation and where they're at. And
I mean, I think it's cool. My debate in my head is like this or New Shepard. Which would you rather do?
I will say that before this, I was adamantly New Shepard.
Yeah,
they definitely won me over on like, okay, this is actually a really pretty looking vehicle, and it looks like
it
a really
is
cool
pretty.
experience.
Yeah, it's pretty cool on the inside.
It won me over as far as like I see the value of it, and I would like to see that, but I have to say I'm disappointed that it was all just renders. This has been a company for like 10 years. And they're supposed to have flown humans like 5 years ago, and we're just now seeing renders of the interior on their interior reveal day. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That was my big disappointment. It's beautiful.
Now this, what you're seeing right here was an actual launch, but it doesn't look like they've got the inside all worked out.
That's their the like head of basically astronauts like training, so she'll help just making sure that the astronaut experience is good.
Yeah,
it was her first flight. Now I think that was the last time they flew.
Was she trying to take the window off there? What's she doing?
Let me out,
girl! Don't do that. No.
but that's the idea. They put grips around the window so you can hold on to it in 0G and look out of it
and fix your perspective, and like look out and stuff, which is cool. So my overall thoughts is the interior is stunning, and they did such a good job with the look. It looks like I know Ben, you hate the BMW i3. I love the BMW i3's interior. The interior of the i3 is one of my favorite interiors of any car.
I'll give you that.
made.
Like, they know what they're doing.
It's
you know,
cool.
I'm not
and
a super hater on that.
It almost looks retro future, like in the 70s, kind of that mesh look was kind of, you know, I don't know. There's certain like very high end retro throwback feel to it in a sense, but it's just really, really good looking, and it looks really well thought out, and the seats recline and change based on the positions of what portion of flight they're in. I mean, it looks really good, and all the cameras everywhere is like a really good idea. So I definitely like that, but overall, like I was disappointed that it's not like, hey, here is our it's done. Here it is. Here's a live video walkthrough of it, and we're going to be launching this thing in a month. Like that's where I thought we were at. So it's just kind of sad that that's not the reality.
Yeah. It seems like I saw a timeline somewhere for, here, I'll stop sharing this, for actually doing these launches. And I shouldn't have even started talking because I can't remember what it is now. But it doesn't look like it's too far away.
Yeah. I think they were hoping
But again, we expected this 5 years ago. So.
Yeah. But I'm just glad to see that it's starting to really look more like a commercial product, you know, and it's really looking like it's ready to go and will be a genuinely cool experience for those that can afford it, because it's going to be expensive. But yeah.
You know what this does though, is it makes me miss Virgin Airlines, Virgin American. I used to fly on them all the time. And
really?
I miss them. Yeah,
I never.
Same. They had a hub in San Francisco, and I was doing consulting up there in Silicon Valley, and it was like a $60 flight from San Diego, and it was just the best thing ever. I remember one day I showed up at the airport, and they just had like a Ben and Jerry's booth at the gate. So if you were on the flight, they would just give you free ice cream. You know, I'm like, awesome. You guys know this is how flying should be.
They're the only airline that had a safety demonstration that you actually looked forward to.
Yeah, it was super
like
cool.
It made you feel like a party was about to start. You know, like we're about to really have some fun on this flight. You know,
believe it or not, back in the day, I think it was JetBlue or one of those what's now total budget. This was like 7 years ago. I flew on them, and I remember paying a little bit extra actually compared to like the other airlines, but it was like baggage included, everything included. They just handed out snacks and drinks and like free entertainment, the whole thing. And I'm like, why isn't this how all airplanes are? Like I walked off there so happy that I didn't feel like I was getting penny pinched for everything. And for them, it probably costs like, it's so sad that it went the other way where it's like, hey, actually we could make $8 on these Twizzlers.
I think you're thinking of Frontier Airlines maybe, because JetBlue is still definitely like a really dope airline. Like it's really nice.
Maybe it is still JetBlue then. I'm pretty sure it was JetBlue that I flew, and I was like really impressed. I thought it was like a budget airline, and it was awesome.
Yeah, so they have from San Diego to Boston, and back when I was at Pluralsight, we bought a company out there. So there was a few months where I was going to Boston pretty regularly, and man. Yeah, I would. You'd pay like $20 and you'd get the extra leg room, and like I could barely reach the seat in front of me. That's how much room there was. Yeah, JetBlue is really nice. Yeah, in general. Frontier is the one that I remember being super nice back in the day, and then now it's like, you know, like oh, you want a seat? Ooh, it's an extra $40. Like instead of standing.
Oh yeah. Wait, you wanted to sit in the seat, not stand next to it?
Yeah. You want to put both cheeks in the seat?
Exactly.
That's a double cheek charge.
Do you want like a cushion to sit on, or do you want like a really hard road
nail.
cycling bicycle seat? Which one? We just put these here for in case, you know.
On a transatlantic site, just sitting on a little banana. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this clip from our show. If that's just not enough for you and you want to watch the full episode, you can go to olfpod.com/YT.
And if you want more from us, you can consider becoming a Patreon member. You'll get early access to episodes. You can join our awesome community. You can actually watch us record live and get your name in the credits by going to olfpod.com/Patreon.
So thanks everyone for watching. Check back every Friday for new clips here and new episodes on the main channel.
Thanks everybody.